Hey, today is all about the design of our kitchen. When I was researching design, I didn't research in the first bus. We just built what we could, what we thought would work. And with this one, it was really important to me to have the layout be functional and comfortable, but also welcoming. This little 1.5 L, to our kitchen changed everything. I can casually lean here, chat with company, I can cook and prep and still talk. And it's amazing what a 1.5 of counter space does when you have an extra bowl or some fruit or whatnot that you're trying to prep and cut up. So we love the L shape, and we would definitely not change the L shape if we ever did this again. Now, we did a roof raise on this bus. We did not have it on our last bus. So with the space that we have up top, I was really eager to have open shelving. We could have had more closed areas for food and pantry and whatnot, but these things we use almost daily. So it's actually really convenient just to have things in grabbing distance. The copper up top kind of ties in all of our copper aesthetics, I suppose, and the backsplash was a random decision out of nowhere to tie in everything, and we absolutely love it. It kind of gives me the feeling of a home versus just a bus wall. And we've always stuck with copper sinks because it's antimicrobial. It's antimicrobial. This is ridiculous, you guys. I have tried to say this word at least a dozen times in my life, and I don't think I've said it correctly. With this bus, we went with a larger sink. One, it's a quick bath time, a little sitz bath for her. And also, this is home. And I didn't want to feel like I was camping, so I do not regret whatsoever having a larger sink in our kitchen space, for sure. This is a decision I would make over and over again. Bigger the better. Connecting to the upper shelves, I also wanted my spices exposed. I've seen some really cool gadgets that have organizers and drawers, but again, when I cook, I just want reaching for everything and not having to mess with drawers and whatnot. Speaking of our drawers, in this bus, we have 41 drawers. That's tons of storage, and I would rather have a lot of little drawers for more organization. That's something I learned from the last bus. One huge drawer is great, but it just ends up being a junk drawer. We all know that. Again, with the organization, 14 of those drawers are in the kitchen, and it's ideal for keeping things separated and clean and organized. This is our coffee section. Some of you guys like tea, some don't drink coffee. We are the Stones and we like coffee. So we have an entire section dedicated to our cafe. And this piece was a big decision because when you first walk into the bus, it's the one thing you do see. So I didn't want the wall to be blank. I wasn't prepared to have my art up on the wall. And so Matt came up with this, and it's stunning. Those of you who have worked with Live Edge, you know you've got to slice it and dice it and try to figure out where it's going to go. If you look back here, this was just a random piece that we had cut off for a different piece of Live Edge, and it worked out perfectly. So we have got the coolest little backsplash. Now guys, this is just peel and stick. It isn't flimsy in paper like a sticker though. I shall warn you, if you go with this, it's the aluminum. So you couldn't cut it with scissors. Matt was outside with like a Sawzall, I think, or something like that, trying to slice this to get it to fit. Blood, sweat, and tears, and we wouldn't take it down. It's gorgeous and we love it. Very durable too, easy to wash. As well as the sink, our stove oven was a big decision for me because I use it every single day. This wasn't going to be just an eyepiece. This is something that's really functional to us. Last bus, we had a 2-burner Camp Chef stove, and it did its job. It was fine. But I wanted 3 burners, maybe even 4. So we did go with the Greystone 3-burner stove and oven. A super bonus I didn't even realize is that this guy also has 2 drawers, which again, storage is ideal, and we can keep all of our pots and pans and whatnot under here. This gorgeous oven is big enough for your pizzas, your muffins, roasted vegetables, honestly anything. You just have to find the right size that fits in there, and most things do. We really like this. As far as the price goes, this was actually less expensive than some of your name brand fancy pants RV stove ovens. We were comparing stove and ovens side by side, and we realized quickly that they're all identical, like same manufacturer from, I believe it's China, with a different label, a different brand name, and a different price. So we did our research for sure, and the homework pointed to this guy, and it's been a great solution. In our first bus, we did not plan for a trash can. Hello, you've got to have rubbish somewhere. So in this bus, it was really important that we designated a specific area for our waste. And that's what this beautiful tall drawer is. I'm going to quickly explain some of the drawers just to give you an idea of where our mindset was when we were designing this kitchen. For starters, originally this was going to be completely open, just one huge open space, and that's a lot of vertical area that would be wasted. You know, a mixer maybe would come to here, and that's just too much space gone without use. So we divided it. We have this that opens up. It can store dog food and whatever you want to put in there. And this beastie of a drawer is all of our cleaning supplies, garbage bags, and stuff like that. Fun fact, we did not think of that these have to pull out, so we can't have a handle on here. Whoops. Anyways, next time. Just like the sink and our stove oven, the refrigerator was really important to us as far as the size, the efficiency. We cook 95% of our meals right here on the bus, and so I wanted to be able to store our fresh vegetables and all that good stuff right here. This is 10.7 cubic feet, spot on with size. We wouldn't want anything bigger, and I personally wouldn't want anything smaller. This thing is crazy efficient. Like, it really doesn't impact our daily existence here. It runs completely off the solar, and it's on 24/7. It keeps everything cold, tons of space, even a freezer for those ice cream lovers like me. Just like the L shape, something that we thought of last minute, and personally I think it changed everything around here, is that we elevated our fridge. So because we have a roof raise, we had a lot of that vertical space. If this was sitting on the ground, you know, the fridge would have been like my eye level, which means you're always bending down to look for something. So we lifted it up, I don't know, a good 10 inches. And it allows everything to be at eye level for us, which again, bringing back to feeling like home and not like you're just camping. We typically don't have a lot of pantry food, but we have tons of storage for it. So this kind of organically turned into pantry / paper towel storage and tea bags and just random things. But all of these drawers serve for a different purpose. And this is our favorite drawer in the whole kitchen. It's a vertical guy. It keeps everything and anything that doesn't fit otherwise in the fridge or our pantry. When designing your SKOOLIE kitchen or any kitchen in a small space, I know it might seem silly to suggest, but you've got to think of every single thing that's going to be going into your kitchen, because when you move in, your cups will need a space. You know, your plates will need an area that they won't crash around when you're driving. In our first bus, we had one drawer for silverware, spatulas, can opener, everything. And we're like, oh, we probably should have thought about this beforehand. So when you're going to go in and design your kitchen, just really take into consideration everything that's going to go in there, and then add a couple of drawers, because there will be some just in cases or junk drawers or whatever. Although I wouldn't consider this a part of our kitchen, we often use it like that, because if there's overflow of food or if we have guests over, this is just a prime spot to be able to put like appetizers or casual drinks. And I can also move my dishes over if I need them out of the way while I'm prepping. I also work from home, so this is my stand-up desk, which anybody out there who is a multitasker can appreciate the fact that I can have something on the stove, food prepping, and I could still be working at the same time. I really like that part. If you want to see the rest of our bus, if you want to check out the rest of our bus, we have a full tour on our channel. Check it out. I really hope this helps somebody out there design their kitchen, or at least answer a few questions that might have been driving you nuts lately.